Dominik Mysterio wants a rematch against his father, Rey Mysterio. Dominik Mysterio's relationship with his father, Rey Mysterio, became strained largely due to Dominik's involvement with Ripley and his membership in the Judgment Day faction. The Judgment Day, known for its darker and more rebellious characters, played a big role in driving a wedge between father and son. Dominik's alliance with the group, especially his partnership with Rhea, led to tensions and betrayal that seriously damaged their once close bond. Despite all this, Dominik has recently expressed a strong desire to face his father again in the wrestling ring. Even though their relationship is complicated and filled with past conflicts, Dominik wants to prove himself by wrestling Rey once more. He sees this as an opportunity to settle their differences in the ring and continue building his own legacy. The story behind their broken relationship, the influence of the Judgment Day, and Dominik's current ambitions make for a gripping saga. To fully understand what happened, why things fell apart, and what might happen next between Dominik and Rey Mysterio, watching the full video will give you all the detailed insights and background on this intense family and wrestling drama. Dominik Mysterio has firmly established himself as one of WWE's brightest rising stars, and his career trajectory took a major leap forward following one of the most shocking moments in recent WWE history: his betrayal of his own father, Rey Mysterio, back in 2022. This heel turn is widely regarded as one of the most impactful and memorable in WWE's modern era. The emotional intensity of a son turning against his legendary father added a deeply personal dimension to the storyline, captivating fans and marking Dominik as a major player in the company. Following this dramatic shift, Dominik fully embraced his new villainous persona and quickly became one of the most despised heels on WWE programming. His cold and calculating attitude contrasted sharply with his earlier, more sympathetic character, and he used this to build a reputation as a cunning and ruthless competitor. One of the key storylines that defined this phase of his career was his bitter, long-running feud with Rey Mysterio. Their rivalry culminated in a high-profile match at WrestleMania 39, where Rey came out victorious. The match was widely seen as a fairy tale ending, the heroic father defeating the rebellious son, giving fans an emotional conclusion to a deeply personal narrative. Despite the match's definitive feel, Dominik has made it clear that he wants the feud to continue. In a recent appearance on the Busted Open Radio podcast, Dominik expressed his desire for a rematch against his father. His comments reflected his hunger to prove himself further and to solidify his legacy as a top competitor in WWE. During the interview, Dominik laid out his ambitions not just within WWE, but also in the larger wrestling world, including AAA, the Mexican wrestling promotion where his family has deep roots. Dominik's remarks on the podcast were bold and confident. He pointed to his current status as the WWE Intercontinental Champion and expressed his hope to one day hold the Mega Championship in AAA. He suggested that if he achieved these goals, it would be Rey who would be coming to him, seeking a chance to challenge for his titles. Dominik even playfully referred to Rey as the Leprechaun, a cheeky jab aimed at his father, showing how fully he is committed to his heel persona. He said, "I don't see why not if I become the Mega Champion for AAA. I don't see why my father, the Leprechaun, shouldn't be coming down to me and begging for a title shot. You know he's been hurt with his injury since WrestleMania, right?" This remark emphasized that Dominik believes he is the future of the Mysterio legacy, and that Rey, who has battled injuries, is now on the back foot. Dominik went on to elaborate, stating, "So if you want to come back, and I'm the Mega Champion, the Intercontinental Champion as well, he has never fought for that title when it comes to the Mega Championship for AAA. So if I get my hands on it, I'm sure he's going to put his name in the history books, but he's got to go through me, the greatest Mysterio of all time." These words clearly showed Dominik's confidence and determination to carve out his own legacy that stands equal to or surpasses his father's. Rey Mysterio, now 50 years old, is considered a legend in the wrestling world. His career spans decades, and he is credited with revolutionizing the cruiserweight style and bringing high-flying lucha libre moves to a global audience. However, with age and injuries catching up to him, his in-ring future is naturally limited. This puts the spotlight on Dominik, who at 28 years old is in the prime of his career and showing no signs of slowing down. His youth, combined with his growing skill set and charisma, make him a strong contender to become one of WWE's next generation's top stars. The ongoing storyline between father and son has been both compelling and emotional. It represents a classic wrestling trope, the battle between generations, but with a fresh, modern twist because of the real-life relationship between Dominik and Rey. This adds an extra layer of authenticity that fans have responded to enthusiastically. However, the feud's future remains uncertain. With Rey nearing the end of his active wrestling career, there is speculation about whether the rivalry will continue or if Rey will step aside to fully pass the torch to Dominik. Many believe it would be a fitting end to the story if Rey gave Dominik a major push in WWE. Helping elevate his son to main event status would not only honor their family legacy, but also secure Dominik's place in wrestling history. A clear passing of the torch moment could take place at one of WWE's biggest events, serving as a symbolic gesture that the Mysterio legacy continues through Dominik. Dominik's rise in WWE has been carefully nurtured, and his transformation from a young, inexperienced wrestler to a confident champion is notable. His character work as a heel has allowed him to stand out, and his matches have become more dynamic and entertaining. By aligning with the Judgment Day faction, he has gained additional support and guidance from some of WWE's top performers, further improving his skills and presence on the show. It is clear that Dominik sees himself as more than just Rey's son. He aims to establish his own identity and legacy in wrestling. His references to the AAA Mega Championship show, he is thinking beyond WWE and wants to make a name for himself globally. This ambition sets him apart from many second-generation wrestlers who often struggle to escape their famous family members' shadows. While Dominik's confidence is high, it will be interesting to see how Rey responds. Rey's experience and status mean that any future interaction between the two will be highly anticipated and impactful. If WWE decides to continue their storyline, it could be an emotional and dramatic chapter, combining personal history with high-stakes competition. The story of Dominik is one of growth, family drama, and the fight to prove oneself in the shadow of a legend. His desire for a rematch with Rey symbolizes not just a wrestling rivalry, but also the journey of son seeking recognition from his father and the wrestling world. As Dominik continues to climb the ranks, his ability to carry the Mysterio name forward will depend on both his in-ring performances and the storylines WWE crafts for him, family drama, and the fight to prove oneself in the shadow of a legend. His desire for a rematch with Rey symbolizes not just a wrestling rivalry, but also the journey of son seeking recognition from his father and the wrestling world. As Dominik continues to climb the ranks, his ability to carry the Mysterio name forward will depend on both his in-ring performances and the storylines WWE crafts for him,